Green Box activated. The Mix 94.3.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie. How you doing, Charlie?
Well, you know, it must be Tuesday.
It definitely is, and it's always fun to visit with you on Tuesday. What kind of cool stuff we going to learn about today?
Hey, did you know for 4,000 years after they started making cheese, ancient Europeans were lactose intolerant?
No kidding.
So they made all that cheese for 4,000 years and then found out they couldn't eat it.
That's kind of crazy.
So did they just slowly build up a tolerance to it then?
I don't know.
They must have.
See, that's what you have to do. If you really like something, you keep eating it, even if it makes you sick. Just like you with prime rib, John.
I do that all the time. I eat it and I get sick. And she's like, you're going to get sick. I'm like, it's going to be worth it.
But it's worth it, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
More people commit suicide in New York City than are murdered.
No kidding. That's too bad. That is very, very sad. It's very sad that there are people getting murdered, too, but it's very, very sad that they're taking their own life. That's not good. Don't do that.
Also, it's not illegal to go topless in New York.
It's not?
No.
You might want to double check that one.
I double checked it.
Welcome to New York. Getting arrested. But Charlie said it wasn't illegal. Charlie who? What is he?
You don't have to check nothing when I speak. Hey, then did you know every year 4 million cats are eaten in China as a delicacy?
No kidding. I did not.
I've always heard the rumor that they eat them, but
I didn't know that.
Now, I don't want all you cat lovers to call me, but the only good cat is a dead cat.
You know, I actually like cats, so I'm going to stand up for the cats.
I do not.
I know, because it doesn't shock me that you were raised in the same home as this man that we're talking to here. She's allergic to cats, so I try to give her a little benefit of the doubt there.
Don't be banned and listen to the radio station or anything. It's just my opinion.
We are all entitled to our opinion.
The views you hear on Tuesdays with Charlie. Too. The views expressed on Tuesdays with Charlie do not necessarily represent staff management or anyone else's views here.
Hey, then studies have shown that people usually do take longer to leave a parking spot when someone's waiting for it.
Oh, I do.
I noticed that.
I'll sit there forever just to make them mad.
Yesterday, there were two cars, myself and another car. So there's a car in front of me, so I couldn't just drive away. And there were two parking spaces, somebody leaving one, and there was one wide open next to it. It took 3 minutes at least.
No, I will refuse to back out if somebody is sitting behind me and waiting. I'll be like, one of us is going to die unless you move.
So, and I'm the one that's going to sit there. I refuse to drive away. So, be two skeletons in cars.
Hey, then, you know the average fertile man, that's like me.
Okay.
Makes about 1,500 new sperm every time his heart beats.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
That's insane.
Yes, it is. That brings up another topic, but I can't say that.
Okay.
I can't even wrap my head around that. That is insane.
There's a joke involved in what you just said, I'm sure. So.
If he was Howard Stern, I could come up with something for that. That's all right.
I could come up with plenty, but I'm trying to be nice to our audience, so... Hey, are you ready for a question, Charlie?
I've got the answer.
All right, I'll give you the question first, then we'll see if you can get an answer.
Well, you know, it'd help if before we went on the air, you'd give me the answer so I didn't sound like I knew something.
All right, the answer is false. Are you ready for that?
Okay.
Okay. True or false? Crest claims the Tooth Fairy as a registered trademark.
False.
False. You're correct. It is false. Colgate claims the Tooth Fairy as a registered trademark. So there you go. Charlie got one right. Just a little bit of help.
That's awesome, Dad. Good for you.
We'll be sending T-shirts to all our members there somewhere.
And this is another little fun fact, just in case you want to know it. If you put a raisin in a glass of champagne, it will keep floating to the top and sinking to the bottom. It'll go up and down with a raisin. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
That's because I told you that a long time ago.
And I think the reason is because the bubbles attach to the raisin and it lifts it to the top. Then they get up there and all the bubbles come off and then it sinks back down and then more bubbles attach to it and it lifts it back up. So that's why that happens.
But if you drink it fast enough, you'll never know that.
Very true. You know, I'm going to have to get some champagne now and try that. We got New Year's Eve
You're
coming up.
not going to put raisins in champagne. That's
just
nasty.
just to see if it works.
Okay.
All right.
Whatever.
Why don't you put a golf ball in there and see what it does?
No, thanks. I'm not going to mess with that. All right. Thanks, Charlie. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can with a little show we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.